Okay, so I'm recording now.
Okay. Hello, this is Lovely Banter with Lisa and guest. Who do I have again today?
Me, it's me. Oh shoot, am I muted? Hello.
Now I can hear you. We can
Oh
start
my
over.
god.
I can
Yeah.
edit. I didn't like the way I started that anyways.
You're
Oh,
good.
and you know what? I was gonna say something funny. Hold on. Because I know that you're into the same stuff that I am. So hold on. Okay, I'm gonna restart it. All right.
Okay.
Hello, this is Lovely Banter with Lisa, and today we have Tabitha, first of her name. Lady Tabitha, first of her name.
Ooh, Lady Tab, hello, Lady Lisa. I love
I was
that.
practicing that all day.
Hell yeah, I love that. Oh my god, I feel so fancy.
I didn't get to ask you before we started. Are you also into Game of Thrones?
Absolutely, deeply and horrifically
okay.
so. I will admit though,
I-
I love Game of Thrones, but I did not watch the entire show. I watched like 95, I'm gonna say 97% of it. I skipped
That's an odd percentage.
Yeah, I skipped season 6, or I watched bits and pieces of 6. I watched maybe an episode or 2 of 7, and then I watched the very last episode of season 8, and I was so fucking angry at the ending.
What is your problem?
I know.
You know what's so funny? So, my brother got me into it. My brother and my mom, and I watched like the first season, and then the beginning of the second season, and then I watched it again with my one ex, and then I finished it with my other ex. So I had to watch Joffrey die 3 times. I'm not mad about it.
I wouldn't be either. Hell yeah.
Fuck that little guy.
That guy was such an asshole, but honestly an amazing actor though, because like everybody fucking can't stand his guts, but like he played his part well.
He did the job. He really did. But yeah, I wanted to keep on theme for like, cause I was cracking up at the title that I made for today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what the title is, okay?
Okay.
And these are our topics for today, guys. It's say it, I'm sorry. Okay. It's DnD, Dungeons and Dragons, and disabilities.
Oh my god, I love that. D&D and disabilities. Hell yeah.
And by the way, we are allowed to make fun of disabilities because we're
part of the crew. Part of the ship, part of the crew.
I feel bad though. I don't have a handicap little thingy to put on my car. I really should, because let me tell you, it's sometimes really hard to like, well, one, find the will to walk into Target, and 2, once I get into that parking lot, I always have to park like so far away, and I'm just like, I need a motorized scooter 24/7, I think, but I try to push through. But I wanted. Oh, go ahead, Ted.
I was gonna say, it's really funny.
Money.
I also don't have a handicap tag, and I actually just applied for one because if you met me, you'll be like, what the fuck do you mean you don't have that tag? I feel like you really should have that tag.
I feel like you definitely do.
And I don't have one. I've always used my my mom drives, and she's the one that has the tag for herself. And so I'm like, I don't need one, but I did apply for one recently. So your girl's gonna get her tag. Don't worry. My badge of honor.
Absolutely. Yeah, keep it in your purse. Never know. Help your friends out. Like,
that's what I plan to do.
throw that bad boy on the mirror and just be like, nope, we got VIP access. Thank you.
It works out well. It's great.
So I saw a video on TikTok. Of course, I'm obsessed with TikTok, and this woman like told this one guy to get out of the handicap spot because he didn't look disabled.
Oh my
and I'm like,
god.
Woman, like, disability comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, you don't even know. I don't look disabled whatsoever, but internally I'm dying, I'm pretty sure, and my whole body's on fire 24/7, so don't,
Yeah, like,
Nancy.
oh
You
my god.
don't tell me.
It's just like the opposite of like a white knight. Like the she's like the opposite of that. She's evil. Like she's not doing. She's using her voice for evil wrongdoings. You know, she has to point that energy into a different direction, and she could change the world. I feel like it's
amazing. That was amazing. I'm gonna jot that one down.
Thank you.
She could be using her energy to change the world, but instead she's not.
She's yelling at handicapped people. Like, why are you yelling at us? Funny,
she wanted his spot because she's also like
freaking course
handicapped. And I'm like, that's so wrong. You're going to hell for that, lady.
Like,
sorry.
ma'am, there are more than one handicap parking spots in a parking area. I hope you know that there's more than just one. It's like,
and he was like, do you want to switch? Like, do you want to trade? And she's like, no, I just want you to go park in a regular parking spot and don't hog the handicap spots. And he's like, how do you know that I'm not handicapped? Well, you don't look handicapped. And he goes, what does handicap look like exactly?
yeah, literally, like, so stupid. Oh my god, human beings are idiots, I swear.
They really are. And, Tabby, I actually tricked you. This is actually, you are here to teach me DnD. This isn't actually a podcast. You're here to teach me.
Okay.
I need to know the ways. I've been dying to play since high school, but there was probably people I could have played with, but I was so shy and I probably like was too scared to ask people, and I've never gotten to learn. But I love it. Like I even follow the Reddit about it. And I'm just like, this is so freaking cool. And I even have a DnD journal saved in my Amazon cart to buy eventually. But I'm like, who am I going to play with? But I think my nephew and niece will play with me. But I don't know any other, like, people. Should I even be playing it as a 30-year-old?
Yes.
A mid-30-year-old?
I
don't care.
Let me tell you about the beautiful creation of Dungeons and Dragons. First of all,
you have the floor.
Picture it, January 1974, okay? Some guy named, I think his name was Gary something, and a guy named Gary and Dave, I think. I think they were the first people that made, like, the booklets for Dungeons and Dragons, something like that. Y'all can Google it. You have access to the internet. I'm not here to freaking be a history teacher, but we can thank Big Man Dave and Gary for creating the beginning stages of D&D. So,
let's go, Gary and Dave.
D&D is a role-playing game. And the thing is that when you hear role-playing, you get scared of, like, I'm not an actor, or hey, what the hell is this about? I'm kind of concerned. And listen, it is a beautiful game that you can become a different person, or you can be yourself, and that's okay as well. There are a lot of rules in the game, but here's the fun part about it. A, you don't have to remember a single rule, and B, unless you're the DM, if you're the dungeon master, aka the one leading the pack, or I should say leading the story, you gotta remember some rules. But do I remember any of them? Not really. You just kind of Google it, look things up as you go along, and you have a booklet.
Okay, so we can use our phones during it?
Yes.
There won't be a test afterwards?
No.
Okay.
There are, you can have your D&D session either virtually, like on Discord, like what we're doing, or you can have them in person, where you sit at a table, and usually people make like a map, like a physical map, or if you're playing online, you can create an online map, and what you, as the player, you create a character, and it could be anybody. I can be named Jiggles McGee, and I'm an elf. Okay?
Jiggles McGee.
Jiggles McGee, I'm an elf, and I come from a land called Forks and Spoons. That's my town. I'm from Forks and Spoons. Okay? And me as your dungeon master, your DM, I'm going to say, alright, hi Jiggles. Nice to meet you.
Hey,
I'm
Jiggles.
so glad that you're from Forks and Spoons. We're going to create a great story together. So, what D&D is you're the leader of the group, I should say, the dungeon master, the DM. They have a story to tell. But the thing is that you as the player, you're actually the one leading the actual story along. Because it's up to you to decide what you want to do in this story. So, a great example would be, Lisa, give me a character name of who you are. Anybody, anything, whatever.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like any name?
Any name for your character. Literally anything. I just gave you a character named Jiggles.
Okay. Name me Lady Catherine with a C.
Lady Catherine with a C. You
Thank you.
have befallen into a vast castle. You walk the many corridors of this land. Cobwebs are encasing the walls, and rats are walking its way. Yeah, rats are walking its way throughout the castle, and it is nighttime. There's thunder rolling outside. You have nothing but your sword in hand as you stride further into the hallway. When you reach into the hallway, you see to the left of you is a brown door. To the right of that hallway is a staircase that goes down below. What would you like to do?
Oh my god. This is so stressful already. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go with the... You know what? I don't like stairs, like, personally, so I'm gonna just go with the door. Are there stairs behind that door, or do I not know yet? Do the brown door.
You do not know yet. And so what's fun about... What's fun about D&D is that it's also all based on... it's an actual game that you play, too. So you roll dice. So you have a dice, and every decision, every action, more or less, is based off of what did you roll. So if you asked me the question of, is there anything behind the door? Or you could even say, do I notice anything weird about the door? And I would tell you to roll your dice, and we would roll what is called a perception check. So you would roll it, and if you get a certain number that I deem as like what I have in my head of, okay, if she rolls, let's say, a 13 or higher, I'll give her this info. But if she rolls a 13 or less, or I should say 12 or less, then I won't give her much info. So let's say you rolled a 13. I would say, oh yes, you notice that there is a bright golden, big ginormous lock on the front door, and on the sign, on the door, in the wooden door, you can see what looks to be etched by a knife. It says, "Do not enter." And you notice there's claw marks. There's claw marks on the door.
That's where the dragon is. I'm going to the dragon.
And so then I would basically ask you, like, do you wish to proceed? And if you go through the door, if you decide to do that, I'll say, like, okay, so you open up the door and you see this ginormous room filled with nothing but gold and treasures and jewels. Thunder's pouring outside, and you've realized that you have finally found the loot that you've been looking for. But wait, you hear a crackling beneath the earth. You hear the sounds of roars echoing about. The ground begins to shake, and under the pile of gold, you notice the dragon emerges, black as night, its eyes, amber eyes, staring at you with anger as it opens up its maw and unleashes a giant bolt of fire towards you. What do you do?
Oh my God, I'm gonna call my mom.
And so that's basically more or less D&D of, let's say if you said like, oh,
So cool.
I want to like do a backflip and dodge that fireball that went to me, and then I would love to
Okay.
throw my sword directly in the throat of the dragon. I would tell you, okay, we can do that. Roll your dice and let's see how good you do. So
That's so fun. And
yeah.
it's like you use your imagination and
Mm-hmm.
you get to like play this game, and like I've read so much about it. It sounds so freaking awesome. It
It's a
sounds like right
great
up my
time.
alley.
It's
Like
very,
I love
very
that.
fun.
I love that type of stuff. And you have, didn't you say that you like have some some type of thing like where you get with people and you guys play or you
Yeah.
teach them or
Yeah, I have
that's so
so
cool.
I'm a DM, and I host D&D sessions with a group of people that I play with. And we've been, and what's cool about D&D is that there, we call them campaigns. Like these stories are
Yeah.
campaigns. Now there are pre-written stories. If you purchase like a D&D book, there's like the book of I think the Curse of Strahd. That's a story. That's one that you could just follow along as a DM and let your players play about. So there's pre-made stories that you follow along with, or there's what we call homebrews, and those are brand new stories. They're original stories. The DM is making everything. They're making the story, the land, the characters, everything, all from scratch. And what's cool though is that a campaign could be one single session, right? Like one single gameplay, one story. It's a short story, if you will. And other ones can last for as long as a few years, even.
Wow. Oh no, it went
Oh,
silent.
sorry, my bad. Sorry, I accidentally muted my microphone. My bad. So, my bad.
There you
Technical
Lady
difficulties.
Tabitha.
But so yeah, what's cool is that the some sessions can even, or some campaigns can actually last for years. Like stories can go on for years and years and years. The campaign that I've been running with right now, we have been going since October, so 10, 11, 12, 5, 6, so 7 months now. Our story's been going on, and the thing is, we're not even quite near the end yet, so I can see us at least making it
Wow.
a year for this story.
That's
And
so fun.
yeah, it's cool. And like people, some sessions, like if you play a game with other people, sometimes sessions can be about 3 hours, sometimes like 2 to 3 hours of playing a game. Some people have longer sessions. I usually just do about like 2 to 3 hours. And it's so fun. It's a great time. I love it. I absolutely adore
Is
it.
that a cat?
Oh yes, she's meowing. Sorry.
What's your cat's name?
Her name is Lynx. Lynx.
Lynx.
Little
So
Lynxy.
cute.
She's a little
Cute.
cutie. She's our oldest cat too. I actually have a lot of cats. I have a lot of cats.
How many do
Eh,
you got?
I have 11.
Tabitha.
Yeah, I have 11. I know.
Girl.
I know. But there's a story behind it, I promise you. It was not, the one cat's not even mine. It's my brother's, and he's moving out soon, so like that cat's
Okay,
gonna
we got
be
one cat down.
one cat down. And then
We're
actually
left with
wait,
10.
wait. I got to count on my hand. Hold up. I have Lily, Lynx, Reese, Ross, Lieutenant, Sergeant, Tank, Sage, Hazel, Sweet Pea, and Binks. Okay,
Aw.
so then yes, I do have 11 right now. Binks will be moving soon. We also Sweet Pea will be getting rehomed soon. So what happened
Aw.
is we did have a good amount of cats. I think we had like 7, and then my brother had moved in with his cat, and then we ended up rescuing. Ironically, after a work event that I went to, a cat was on my porch, and my mom brought the cat in, and we kept her for a little bit, but we rehomed her. That rehoming did not last very long. It lasted about maybe 2 days, and the lady gave us the cat back. And we noticed that the cat was incredibly huge when she gave her back to us, and we realized that she was pregnant. She was pregnant.
Oh shit!
Yes,
it happens fast.
She was pregnant, and like, she was pregnant even when I had her, when I was like looking after her. So she had to have gotten pregnant like right before I basically found her, and needless to say, she gave birth to 4 kittens. So I had the mom and the 4 kittens in my house, so that's 5 already. So things kind of add up. But we rehomed the mom. We rehomed the one baby, and then the other one, Sweet Pea, is going to be getting rehomed. I have decided to keep the 2, Sage and Hazel. So yeah, so we're going to be down to 9. 9. And but the other 3, all of my cats are rescues though. Like the other 3, Sarge, Lieutenant, and Tank, we got them on names. We rescued them on Memorial Day, and so we named them like military kind of names. And
I love that.
Yeah, they were cool. I love them.
That's cute.
And I got a large house. I'm not like cramming them in like a small little home. Thankfully, I have a decent sized house that.
Are some of them outside cats too?
Nope. They're all indoors.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
They all kind of stay indoors,
safe.
And they get along more or less. Yeah. Like, of course, sometimes some of them will have a cat fight, but in general, like they're all pretty good with each other.
It's bound to happen. Yeah. I have cat fights with my sisters. You know what I mean? it happens. I have 6 sisters. It's basically the same thing.
6 sisters?
What? I think I have more. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have and I'm the baby.
Okay.
Yeah, the baby. I'm 25, remember?
Yes.
And then I have all my older siblings, very, very older than me.
Right.
You know, 'cause I'm just a baby.
I'm just a young child.
Basically a child. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's
funny.
I
have it's funny. My mom had 3 children and my dad had 3 children when they met.
Yeah.
Actually, there's 9 of us. I have 2 brothers, and then there's me, and then the rest are sisters. It confuses me sometimes too. But me, my one brother and my one sister, we have the same mom and dad.
Okay.
But yeah, and I'm the last of them.
Okay. I'm the baby as well.
They saved it. Oh, good. How many siblings do you have? We have so much in common.
I have an older brother and an older sister. I was the and what's funny, so technically my brother is I know. I make up in siblings, I make it up for in cats apparently. And
your birth chart.
Yes. I have my brother is he's actually my stepbrother, but like you know, I consider he's my brother. And then my sister though, we're 14 years apart. We have a 14-year difference. And it's very funny because a lot of people are always like, I don't understand how you get along with your sister when you guys have like a decent 14 years difference. She was 14 when I was born, so like it's a very different thing, and I don't know, I just somehow we have gotten along over the course of time. I think I just was the baby. I needed a little bit of extra care when I was born, to say the least. And
hey, same here.
Yeah, I think she I don't know how it works out. We just have a good amount in common, but
that's
also
great.
very
and
different.
that's your hey, that's what makes those relationships with your siblings so fun, is like having like polar opposite personalities. It just makes the conversations more interesting. Like I would hate it if any of my siblings were like me. There can only be one Highlander. Let's not get crazy.
There can only be one. Yeah.
There can only be one. Thank you. And none of my sisters, they all have severely different personalities. Not that it's a bad thing or anything, but yeah, family holidays are always a blast. And what I love, I will say this, we all have really, really great humor, and we all
Yeah.
have different type of humor too, but mostly a lot of us are just really sarcastic too. I know I am. But it's great.
Yeah.
That's great that you get along with your siblings and stuff. And
More or less.
I was gonna say, technically they're like half sisters, but I would never in a million years call them that.
No, me
Because
neither. Like,
those are my sisters, like ride or dies.
Mm-hmm.
Ride or dies.
Exactly.
For sure.
I agree. And technically, yeah, my sister is technically a half sister, but like I would never never in a million years even. I honestly sometimes forget that we are. Truthfully, I'm like,
exactly.
Like, I don't even think of it like that. And same thing with my brother as well. Like, I don't think of it as that. I'm like, no, like,
just
we blood related. Like, we blood.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Straight up, you took a blood oath.
We took a blood oath. Also, ironically, my mom has now woken up from her nap. I called her, clarification, all listeners. I called my mom before we started recording to ask her what time was I born. I'm gonna reply now to her message and say, hey, what time was I born? What time was I born? I'm almost positive it was 11:40 a.m. I'm almost positive. I'm putting money on it. It was 11:40. We'll see what she says. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, if it is 11:40 a.m., I already got you locked and loaded here. I have your whole birth chart right here, right in front of me.
Okay. Should I call her really quick and see? Have her answer?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling her right now. Hold up. Tune in, everybody.
Conversation with your sister was funny. She's like, why didn't you just ask mom?
Yeah, she's like, why didn't you ask mom? Hey, mom. We're recording. So you can say hi.
Hello.
Oh wait, I gotta turn you up. You can say hello now.
Hi.
Hey, so what time was I born?
I just texted you back. You were born 11:40 in the morning.
A.M. I knew it.
Ooh.
I knew it was A.M. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Thanks, mom. I'm gonna go now.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
mom.
I knew it,
I love
Lisa.
that. You went with your intuition. I love that. That's probably your Mars and Leo, I want to say.
Tell me, so just again for listeners, she apparently read, she knows who I am, she knows everything about me, based off of, she asked me for where was I born, what time, my social security. She also asked for payment as well, like, she asked for my debit card, and then she started asking, like, weird questions of, like, do you prefer ketchup or mustard, do you prefer like socks on in bed, socks off? And so apparently now here's my results. I don't know exactly what they are, but at least take it away.
I also asked if you're a lefty or a righty.
And I am a lefty. I am a lefty.
No, you're not. Oh my god. Of course you are.
I'm a lefty.
Okay, so I'll just read the most important ones. So her sun is Leo.
Of course.
Her moon, her moon is Sagittarius, and then her ascending or rising is Libra. And it's funny because when I first met her, I totally thought that she was a Libra. Like, to me, she was just giving like full-blown Libra vibes. And it's actually said that what your rising sign is actually how people see you when they first met you, or like that's how you put yourself out there, in public. And then your moon sign is who you are when you're alone. Secrets. And then your sun sign, I don't know, I feel like it's just like for me, mine's a Taurus. Like, that's just like, there's no getting around that. There's no getting around that I'm a Taurus. How do you feel about being a Leo? Do you really resonate with Leo, or do you maybe resonate more with like a different sign? I've had people say that they like feel like they're an air sign, but they're actually like an earth sign. I don't know, but
It's funny. I do resonate a lot with Leo, but at the same
Okay.
time, I've always kind of felt that I was like a tuned down Leo, or toned down a little
Yeah.
bit Leo, and I but I do have tendencies of like, I am a loud person. I am
Yeah.
loud. I am very energetic at times, and
There you go.
I will say I do enjoy center of attention at times.
Yep.
Um
Yep.
I do, like, I definitely have, I do see similarities with Leo. But
Love it.
I also felt like my brain was like, I do have a lot of calmness, in all honesty, and it's like a 0 to 100 kind of a person for me. I'm like, I'm very chill, or I'm
We're very
incredibly
similar.
insane, and I'm like eating mattresses and I'm climbing the walls and I'm being crazy and shit, like absolutely manic.
As you get older, I'm sure that will calm down. I hope. Because I was kind of the same way for a while. Like, especially in my 20s, it was always
Yeah.
like 0 to 100. You get
Yeah.
to a certain point though where you're just like, I just don't.
Well,
I
you're
don't have
only
energy.
25 though. You're only halfway through your 20s, so like I get what you mean.
Right, but I'm like an old soul, so you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm 35. You know,
I
some
always
days,
felt
only
like
some days.
with Leo, everyone's always talked about with Leo tendencies of being like super confident. I'm the life
Yeah.
of the party. I'm here. I'm in it to win it. Let's freaking go. Everybody, your eyes better be on me, because obviously, where else would it be? Like, they all kind of give off like that, and I'm not really like that. Like,
I feel like yours is like a really cool Leo. Like, you
Yeah.
know when to take initiative. Like,
Yeah.
the Halloween party
Oh,
for
yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Like, you plan that whole thing, and the spotlight is for sure on you because number one, you have the best costume because
Thank you.
you do some crazy FX like makeup. Like,
Thank you.
don't even ask me how you did it. The clown was fucking scary. I remember it was my first year there, and I'm like, all right, I can get down with these people. And I knew I wanted to be your friend, but I'm so shy. But we always like pinged each other here and there. But
Yes.
yeah, but I feel like you know how to do it like in style. Like, I feel like you know how to like take the spotlight in like a classy, like, it's not like
I
in
love
your
that.
face. It's this is what it is, guys. I know what I'm doing here, so yeah. And you're a trainer too at work, so yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's like a very like chill, like, I'm in the spotlight in a way, and I feel like we have so much in common. That's why I love talking to you, because I'm the same way.
Mhm.
I don't necessarily like to be in the spotlight, because again, I'm shy, and I feel like I get that from my Taurus. But I think you listened to my solo podcast, that
I did.
I have like a deep desire to connect with people, and I feel like the only way I'm going to do that is by using my voice and posting those solo episodes and helping people. So that's like where I like am confident in. It's so weird. I can't do other things. Like, did you see me at work trying to do my, I don't know if you've ever been in one of the meetings where I had to be in the spotlight. But
Yes,
if it's like stuff like, if it's stuff like that, no. Tap me out, coach. I don't want to do it. But if it's talking about helping people and like just
Yeah.
providing information that I've gained throughout the years, like, hell yeah.
Right.
And expressing myself. I love writing. I love doing this podcast. Like, that's what I like. But you can do it with your hobbies, like Dungeon Master 3000, and then you can also do it at work too. Every time that
Yeah.
you talk at work, you're always so clear about what you're saying. That way, like, everyone else is like on board and understands like what you're asking. Like, if I were to ask a question in class, I would be like, how do I? Yeah, okay. Never mind. I'm gonna turn my camera off now. Forever. Forever. Don't even ask me again. Oh, and I don't know if of course. No, and you kill it at work. We're both killing it at work. Love it. Love to see it. We are those girls. It's the Leo in us, baby. I just don't put me on camera. But so I have been trying to do like more exposure because I don't want to be in the sidelines anymore. Like I also get that way. Like some days I'm like, I don't want anybody to talk to me. I just want to be left alone. But then I get this like inkling where it's like, no, I want to do stuff. Like I want to like be in the spotlight just a little bit, maybe. I don't know. And then like I have to show you some stuff that I did like with this one person. I did like acting stuff and I was so scared, and it actually really helped because I always wanted to do stuff like that, but I was just so like terrified of what people would think, or like just fumbling over my words. But I'll have to show you those things.
Oh, I'd
too.
love to see it. Hell yeah.
For some reason, you're not following me on any of my socials, but Erica followed the podcast.
Wait.
Instagram.
What's are you talking about? Okay, so wait, it's on Instagram, right? I have you on YouTube.
If you want. Well, yeah, that's just about the podcast. I also have. Do you have TikTok?
Oh, I know what happened. No. So you did send me the Instagram link. So I don't have Instagram currently on my phone, but I do use Instagram. I had to delete it because I have no freaking storage in this phone. It is so bad. I can delete every single photo, file, app, and it will still say I have no storage. I'm currently in the process.
Have an iPhone?
I know I have an Android actually, and I'm currently in the process of getting a new phone, but I'm trying to get Instagram re-downloaded back. So the link that you sent me, it opened up. Actually, while I'm here, fuck it, I'm on my computer right now. Let me go on Instagram. The link opened up to Instagram, but on my Google Chrome, and it wasn't letting me follow because it's like, oh, sign in with your app, and I'm like, fuck you, I hate you.
It's so stupid that you can't use it as a website.
What's your what's the thing again so I can search it up? I'm on Instagram.
Lovely banter podcast.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking it was something. Oh, okay, got it. Lovely banter.
Wait, there's a link to my personal page there too.
I'm following now, baby. We're in it to win it.
Awesome. One more follower.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
And if you're listening, go follow on Instagram, or I'll find you. Yeah, I'll find you.
That's her Aries talking.
Mm-hmm.
She got her Aries in like the 5th house. Oh my god.
Do I? That makes sense. I don't know anything about myself. Tell me who I am. I don't know who I am, Lisa.
21 degrees, 45 feet? What? I don't know.
I can assure you I am not 45 feet.
That's okay. Wait, 45 feet? Yeah,
tall?
That's pretty tall.
I'm about 4 to 5 feet. But
I will say, so your Lilith is in Capricorn, and so is mine.
Hey, I don't know what that means.
Crazy. We have so much in common. I'll send this to you. I'll send the
please
little bit. It's like a whole report. It's like page upon page upon page. I sent my sister one, and she's a Virgo, and I sent her one, and she's like, Jesus Christ, her little Virgo ass. So many pages to read. I'm not gonna read that. I love this type of stuff though. Yeah, you have a bunch of Aquarius, a bunch of like 2 Tauruses, and then 2 spots of Capricorn. 2 spots of Virgo. You got some Gemini.
Does it say anything bad of like you suck at this? Like, or
Oh
you
yeah,
suck at
it
this?
says it literally right there. You suck at this. Yeah, it's right there. I'll send it
Shit.
to you.
Shit.
It's so much. Like, there's so. Let me see if I can find anything like. Never mind. There's too much information here. But this is the best site to find your birth chart. It's astro.cafeastrology.com.
Okay.
It's so in depth, and I'll share it with you so you can take a little looky there, and then we'll do Erica's when she comes back on the podcast.
Yeah.
We'll do hers. Hopefully she has the information I asked her to get when we do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that we let our Leo shine, and
Yeah.
I knew you had Libra in your chart. I could sense it.
I think that's
Maybe
why I
I
get
can
along with my sister, because she's actually a Libra. Like,
see.
I
Oh my
wonder
God.
if that's why.
Yeah, and I feel like I always get along with Leo women, not men.
Yeah.
I mean, I get along with them, but I could never be in a relationship with them.
I don't
I've
think
tried.
I know any Leo men. I didn't know
awful.
they existed.
They actually don't.
I didn't even know they existed. I've only known Leo women, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a lot of male zodiac signs that they're actually not zodiac signs. They're actually considered demons, I believe. And they don't got them zodiac signs. They ain't got them. They weren't born in the stars. They were born in the depths of hell, baby.
To any Leo men out there, Lisa hates you.
Look. What's so funny is I only dated one. It's just he was so awful.
You said the whole entire the whole genre of Leo men. They need to be killed.
It's probably me. I mean, I got a lot going on. I mean, it's probably my Leo rising that's causing the rift in all my relationships. No, I'm just kidding. I'm very misunderstood when it comes to relationships, and I just yeah. I either like care a lot or I don't care at all. It's up to you though. It really is. Not with friendships though. I love everyone.
I love everyone and everything.
Just women.
I just like I say, I just love women, honestly. I just love women. I don't like men. I can't stand them. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, most of them are I consider the male race as you are okay. Race? Not race.
The thing is that it kind of does have to be that way, because women, like, if you look at it scientifically and like the percentages, like, men have done more fucked up stuff than women. Don't get me wrong, there are awful like disgusting women out there, but 9 times, maybe I shouldn't be so mean, it is usually men. And unfortunately, we do kind of have to be like, okay, there are some men that are okay, but it's like, I know what you're capable of, because it's just, it's so hard. I mean, I'm trying to word this, like, not in a politically correct way, but just in a way that, like, doesn't hurt their gentle feelings. It's just, there are really great men out there, but,
See, this is the thing. This is kind of my take on it. If you as a dude get very enraged and angry towards the woman who is saying a lot of guys are kind of shitty, you need to look at yourself more than what she's saying. Why are you getting very upset and angry at her for saying something like that? So, yeah, we can sit there and say, like, gotta speak politically correct, whatever, but at the end of the day, yeah, it is true of what you're saying, and there is more statistics showing, unfortunately, harshness from men towards women over the decades and decades and centuries of history. And if you're gonna sit there and be like very upset and angry, like, how dare you, I'm gonna be angry, I'm gonna be angry man. Okay, well, you need to look at yourself, and why is that making you so angry at me for saying this? Like, what's making you that mad at it?
Right,
So,
what's
do some inner
triggering you,
demons.
little Tommy? Tell us, tell the class.
Exactly.
Oh my god, what is it? Oh my god.
Yep.
You got dumped in kindergarten. Oh jeez, what a bitch. What a bitch. No. So it's like, my mentality is like, I know there's good guys out there. But the thing is, like, my fear is that I thought so many guys were good guys, and then I get proven wrong like every time. And then you see stuff on the news, you see stuff on the internet. It's like always a guy. It's always, there's always a man involved, or there's always a man, and it's like, what do we do? Like, how are we supposed to decipher if you're not going to end up being like a psychopath? You know.
Another thing to also
it's
consider.
A real, like,
going into our topic of the day, I will say that being disabled, you have to be very choosy and very careful in the dating world. Yeah,
you will get taken advantage of.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where, especially, there's a lot of judgment with dating while disabled, dating with disabilities, kind of stuff like that. There's a lot of stigma around it as well, and there's a lot of things to really be mindful of and be careful of, especially men and women. I would actually say it like this: men and women who are disabled, being in the dating world really does come with its challenges and concerns and fears and things like that, and you got to be careful, because bitches be crazy, and I say bitches as gender neutral. Literally everybody can be crazy. And but with that, what?
I'm gonna say, it's usually the men who are actually being the bitches.
Bitches is I use bitch as a gender neutral noun. Thank you very much.
I've been called a bitch by a lot of men, and I'm like, but am I? I mean, you're the one who's acting a little giving cunt right now. Is it me?
Call women
or is it
big
you?
dog.
Are you on your period? Is it your time of the month? Blink twice if it is.
Yeah. I also listen. I think words are neutral. I call women big dog as well. Like, that's like,
yeah. Yes. It's
I'm dapping up my female friends, and I'm like, "What's up, big dog? How you doing, brother?" Like,
yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Yes, I love calling girls brother.
I do actually. It's a problem. It's a problem. I need help.
We have so much in common, and the next time we talk at work, please call me brother.
I will. I got you. I'm like, hey, brother. What's up, my guy?
From another mother.
I say my guy a lot too. I'm being so serious. This is how I talk to people. I'm like an uncle, bro. That like fucking sucks. I'm literally just an uncle.
Okay, that is amazing. That's so freaking hilarious.
I honestly told my siblings. I'm not even kidding you. I even said, I was like, listen, I know what I'm about to say sounds insane. It's going to raise eyebrows. I don't need you second guessing everything about my life and who I am. You don't know me. It's okay. And listeners, don't worry. But I made a joke. I was like, when somebody in my family, when one of my siblings finally has a kid, I want a mug, like a little coffee mug that says Uncle Tab on it. Because I'm Uncle Tab. Like, it flows off the tongue. You cannot sit there and tell me that Aunt Tabitha sounds better than Uncle Tab.
I hate it.
Like,
no, Uncle.
I'm
sorry. God. Uncle Tab. That is it. That's the one.
It sounds good, and I know everyone's gonna have their own opinions on it, and they're gonna be like, "You're confusing the generation." I get it. Whatever. All I'm saying is, it sounds freaking good. Like, it just, Uncle Tab sounds better. And you know what? Whenever my future nieces and nephews, whatever they call me, fine. They can call me Aunt, I guess. But all I'm saying
You're really
is,
breaking the ceiling with that one. Love it.
but I really do
Patriarchy.
want an Uncle Tab mug at least. And I'm gonna try to sneakily make that kid call me Uncle Tab. Because, like, it just sounds better. I literally dress in Hawaiian shirts, Lisa. I wear Hawaiian shirts, sunglasses. I practically can wear cargo shorts. I dress like an uncle. It's a problem. It genuinely is. I'm being so serious. It is so bad.
I think it's safe to say that you are the uncle. So,
I'm the uncle.
Yeah, we got Uncle Tab here, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Tab. You should definitely get that uncle mug, for sure.
Thank you. I plan to. I'm gonna get it tatted on my forehead. On my chest, Uncle Tab. Like...
I love it so much, but I feel like it works. It works.
It kind of does, and I don't care if anybody gets upset about it. They need to calm down. Life's not that serious. It's okay.
It's not that deep, baby. It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
But I did want to say, like, I feel like I always have to, like, preface this, like, when I do the podcast, like, I don't mean to, like, be a man hater. It's just I've gotten, like, I guess, like, the bad ones, you know? The bad guys. I've only dated, like, one guy who was, like, just so sweet, like, so sweet, and I screwed it up that time, go figure.
Yeah.
And, you know, I know that there's good guys out there.
For sure.
It's just, I think it's hard for us women to decipher, you know, and I think if you are someone who has, and even with men, I know it can be difficult for them to, like, decipher if a woman is going to be good for them or not, because we're all psychotic, you know. There's so many psychotic women, there's so many psychotic men, don't get me wrong, and
especially as of nowadays, nowadays a lot of people's morals are different. A lot of people's intentions with dating are very different compared to how it was between, like, even 10-15 years ago.
And what do you do if they lie? I've had, like, men straight up, like, fake their whole personality, and then I, like, like, get into, like, the nitty-gritty of the relationship, and they're, like, a totally different person. Like, that has happened to me, like, constantly, and, you know, they say, like, all the right things in the beginning, and, you know, they sound like freaking Mr. Prince Charming. Now I know that, number one, if they're love bombing you in the beginning, run. Like, run, girl. Run. Because although you might be the most amazing woman in the world, don't get me wrong, you probably are, and you're probably better than him. But if they're, like, doing all that, like, you know, hyping you up so much, like, just, you're so beautiful, and, oh, I can't wait to marry you, and even, it's just, I'm a dumbass, but I won't get into it. But if they're like after a week, like, oh, I can't live without you, or, oh my God, you know, I can't stop thinking about you. Like, I'm sure you couldn't stop thinking about this cutie pie over here. Okay, I get that. But
it's also hard
to God.
It's also difficult too, because it's like, you also, aside from the ones that lie, but it's also the ones that seem like good guys that, like, you really feel strongly with, like, all things are matching, things are aligning, it's great, but they don't know what they want, and they don't want to settle down, they're not quite sure where they want in life, they're at that's also, like, that's all the other side of it too, where it's like, they're not bad people, but they also don't know what they want, and that makes them terrible partners. And it makes it like, oh, so you don't see me as, like, an actual, like, steady person, like, you don't even know what you want to do with your life, and blah blah blah, you're looking at all options in the world and you just don't know, and, like, that shit sucks too, on the other hand of it. So I'm not going to for me personally, I'm not I guess in a way I think I am a man hater, to be honest with you. I am.
It's
I'm
so
just,
hard
like,
not to be. I try not. I do try not to.
it's definitely hard not to be. I think for me, it's like, if I have, I'm quiet about my opinion of it, but I do have a lot of rage and frustration just from like how history has been amongst
Yeah.
women throughout the years and things like that. It's definitely,
Mm-hmm.
it's pissed me off. It really has. And I have my own experiences as well with stuff like that. So believe me,
We should
don't
all be.
apologize.
We should all be pissed off, and those quote unquote good men should be pissed too, not getting pissed at us for talking about it.
Mhm. Uh-huh. I agree. I 100%
Let
agree.
me cook for a little bit.
Let her cook.
Let me cook.
That's so
What we got
funny.
going on in this kitchen? No, I don't know what that was. Anyways, so what were you
What was
saying?
it?
You were you were talking
was-
about when you have a disability, it's
yeah,
you have to be
yeah,
more careful.
yeah, being disabled, especially like in the dating world, you have to be a lot more choosy and in a sense
Mhm.
picky and being very careful, because like expect like for again, disability is a spectrum, so it's not all
Yeah.
one single mold and things like that, but some people have to think more into dating rather than other people. Some people don't really think that much into dating. Things are casual romance, casual sex. We're just friends with benefits. We're a fling, one
Right.
night stands, this and that, going out to dinners. Like, they're just, some people have a very casual, carefree way of dating, and I'm not shaming anybody for that. But
Yeah.
some people, and not
I
even
don't
so, there are
casually date.
there's also disabled people as well that live a carefree dating life, things like that. But there's also
Yeah.
some people on this like spectrum with disability that don't really have that. They cannot allow themselves to be carefree fully with dating and careless and falling into
Yeah.
bad situations, because it's like they are either physically or mentally compromised at times, and it's things where it's like some people have to be very, very careful, and it sucks. I think it's something that's not really talked about a lot with
It's not.
with disability, of like just the dating world and things like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that I've often thought about for sure, of like navigating
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I'm interested to know, I mean, how has your experience been? Like, you don't have to go into like grave detail, but
Yeah.
like I can only imagine, like with the stuff that you're saying right now, it's like, you do have to take extra precautions. So like what does that kind of look like for you, for your instance, like for your point of view? Or
Yeah, I think for me, like I often think about I often think about future stuff, because like I consider dating, you know, maybe a little too serious, per some might say, or
same girl.
yeah, I definitely, I think though about the future of stuff. For me personally, I know that I am not physically ever going to have children. Like, that is a solid, I know I'm never going to have kids. I've known this since and like people, like when you start saying shit like that, like no, you haven't met the right person, or like there's this, no. I already know, I know my body.
Shut up.
Yeah, like I know my body. I've known since I was like a legit child, when we were learning about how babies are born. I'm like, oh yeah, I ain't doing that. Like, point blank period, I'm not doing that. And but that's something where, again, with dating, as I've gotten older, I started realizing, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think I'm a really weird person. I never thought about dating for a very, 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 very long time. Let's just say I did not do much in dating in high school, or even in early 20s or anything like that. I really don't have much experience with it, to be fully honest. But I do have some experiences with it. But as I've gotten older, I started realizing, I'm like, oh, other people do want kids, right? Other people want to raise a family. They want things like that. And it's gotten me in this stage where I'm like, I know that I would never be able to physically have children, never be able to have a child. But I also, it's got me thinking of like, okay, you also have to consider your health into a factor of, okay, will I be able to even have, like, raise a family and things like that? Is that something that's even on the table for me? And and again, completely down the rabbit hole, it's like, hey, Tab, how about go on a date first before you start thinking of that shit? I agree with you. But
No,
it's
it's
still
good
things.
to be prepared. It's good to think ahead. Absolutely.
I think about that stuff all the time, and I of course there's like there are people that just don't want kids, and I don't even know if I want children, to be honest with you. Like, I definitely want to be an aunt, as we've stated, or I should say an Uncle Tab, but an uncle. I definitely want to be an uncle, but but I do know that, like, I can't. I've never seen myself getting married, having children, things like that. That's never been something that's in my mind. But it's stuff that, like, as a disabled person, it's always made me think. I've thought more of the future nowadays and stuff like that. And I think you can agree, sometimes disability is very isolating. I think at times it does feel very isolating. Because, like, as I'm talking about this now, I'm thinking of, like, more instances where I'm like, and I don't even mean to make it sound like in a negative way, because there are a lot of positives with my disability that I've come to terms with, but I also start thinking a lot more of, like, oh yeah, so I really didn't have, like, other people got to, let's go on this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, as, like, growing up as a kid and going in your teens and experiences that you got to have. And I'm like, we didn't have the same childhood. Like, we did not have the same growing up and things like that, and it's a very weird, isolating feeling, I think.
Yes, I love the word isolation. I always used to hate the word isolation, and I always saw it as a negative thing. I'll come back to that, but it is isolating. I wouldn't say, like, it's not that I have to isolate. It's just sometimes I don't have any other choice because I'm in so much pain.
Yeah.
And I never know when my pain is gonna, like, let's say, flare up. So when somebody asks me to go do something or hang out, I literally have to plan accordingly, like 2 days in advance. And to be honest, it's always been like that my whole life. Like, people would invite out to places, but honestly, I was pushing myself too much. Like, I should not have been cliff diving and going hiking in my teenage years and 20s. Let me tell you, I could have seriously, like, screwed up my hip even more than what it is now. And it sucks. I've had to miss out on a lot of things, and I've always been so tired because of my pain. And like, I don't even know if I can consider myself disabled, but I can't do things that other people do. But so it does become isolating because, and I also don't want to go places if I'm gonna make everyone else miserable. Like, I put other people's, like, I don't want to be like the party pooper. And that's why I, like, sometimes decline a lot of things. Like, I had to decline things with my parents, or, well, yeah, my parents, my sisters, siblings, like, everyone, because, like, I don't want to, like, go somewhere and be in pain and kind of be like a Debbie Downer. Not that I would, like, complain the whole time, but you'll be able to see it on my face that I'm not okay, and I'd rather be maybe laying down, elevating my feet because I dare walked and now they're swollen. But I definitely understand the isolation thing. And I was gonna come back to the whole isolation thing because I recently read this quote and I posted it on my TikTok. It said that isolation has purified me more than, like, anything. So in a way, like, isolation, it can really, like, help you understand yourself better. I don't think it's such a bad thing to have isolation. It gives you time to think about yourself, think about how you want to do better, be better, figure out a game plan for, like, what you can do, and then, go do it. If there is something that you can go do, like, plan ahead and go for it if you can.
I think more people need to be alone, to be honest. I agree. I think more people
You
need
ain't wrong,
to be
honey.
alone. Like,
You ain't wrong.
and I agree with you though about like now that you say it like that, the I've spent a lot of time. It's weird. I spent a lot of time by myself, but not alone necessarily, but by myself, and
Yeah.
I agree with you. It's definitely it. I would say time by myself and age has made me, I guess, understand my disability a lot better and my body. I'm still in that stage of not quite acceptance. I'm not at acceptance or anything like that. But
Yep.
I am at a stage where it's like, okay, I understand that I'm a little bit behind some people and I'm a little bit like I got some shit going on, okay? I get it. I understand. I need to kind of acknowledge like, hey, there's nothing
I
wrong
don't
with
think
being disabled. Um
No, and there's not, and I don't think anybody should put a timeline on their life because everybody has
oh,
such a different life. They
yes.
have different advantages, they have different everything. So it's not
Yes.
fair to put like a timeline on anything. And I've come to accept that as well too. So don't feel
Yeah.
bad if you feel behind. I know it's hard to not feel behind, but
Yeah.
there's no timeline. It's all made up. Like you
I
do
went
things at your own pace.
I went to my very first. I haven't been there for a little bit of time, just because life got busy. But I hope all these people are doing very well. But I went to my very first disability support group before. I've never been to
Aw.
one. I never. It was like a virtual thing. I've never really talked with people that were disabled. To be honest with you, growing up, I don't have. I didn't have really anybody in my life that was handicapped. And they said this one person, they have cerebral palsy. I think her name was Goldie. Her name was Goldie, and
Love that.
yeah, it was such a pretty name. I think her name was like actually Golden, but they call her Goldie, and I'm like, I fucking love her.
That's majestic.
Yeah, she was
Lady
beautiful,
Gold.
and she said something of like, uh, able-bodied people, society, like able-bodied society tries to put their able-bodied life mold onto disabled people's life, meaning
Snap,
like
snap,
I
snap.
have like I have to be the same course of life as an able-bodied person, but it's like no, like that's not how that works. And sometimes able-bodied people do not understand that I myself and other disabled people are at different stages in their life. Like there are people who might be turning 30, 45 that are just now being able to drive themselves after years and years,
Exactly.
like things like that. Like for I do not drive, but I like to at some point it may be potentially in my future that I maybe at some
Yeah.
point I might be able to be driving again, not anytime soon, but it is a thought of mine that just recently came about where I was like, holy shit, that would be a whole wave of independence that I never thought that I was able to honestly have. And
Ugh.
the thought of even being able to potentially drive is fucking crazy. And it's got me thinking, it kind of made me start thinking a lot more about life and things like that, and spiraling down of like how things can change. But I am not
Yes.
on a time clock. I don't have to drive
Mm-mm.
either. Like even if I was physically able
Yeah.
to, that does not mean I have to, right? Just like if
No.
nobody's obligated to drive. And yeah, there's just a lot of stuff with that. My question is, have you ever been asked a question about your disability or condition that was like so disrespectful and like, what in the actual hell are you saying? Like, have you ever had experiences like that?
Um. Well, I will say in elementary school is when I would have to like talk about it a lot because
Yeah.
we always had to fucking sit Indian style, like no
Oh
matter
god.
what we fucking
Oh
do.
my god.
And I would have to explain to everybody that I cannot sit Indian style, and I'm a child, so I don't even know what hip dysplasia is at this point. So I don't even know
Yeah.
how to explain to them. I'm just like, I don't know, I can't do it. And I would some of the teachers yelled at me. Some of the kids like would trip over my leg because I would have to have my left leg out and then my right leg in.
Mm.
And sometimes I would have to literally show them that that leg doesn't go inward. I don't know what to tell you, Joe. I don't know what to do.
It doesn't do
And
it, Joe.
it doesn't do it. I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, to be honest, like it hasn't stopped me from like a lot of things. Like I used to run. I probably shouldn't have been running.
Oh my
I
God,
probably
probably
made shit
not.
so worse. I probably made things so worse.
Oh my
But
God.
the thing with me is like I'm so once I get determined, like and don't tell me that I can't do something. The doctor
Yeah.
said I couldn't do track, and I was like, okay, thanks. So I
I'ma do
started
track.
running. I didn't do track. I didn't do track, but I would go on little runs after school, and I'm like, this motherfucker telling me I can't run. I can run. I can run just fine. Um, or I've been like made fun of numerous of times for the way that I walk. And in middle school we had to play kickball, and obviously you have to run, and I got made fun of for the way that I ran. And then this one kid who didn't even know anything about my leg, he like yelled at the other kids and was like leave her alone, like she might have something wrong with her leg, or that's just the way she runs, like back off her. I think he had a little
Yeah.
crush on herself. But
He might have, but he's a good guy. Good guy.
yeah, wonder where he is now. No, just kidding. But nobody's really asked me because mine is so like hideable. Like I can put like a lift in my shoe. I
Right.
can really, if I'm tired, it's really hard to hide. Like when I worked in retail, a lot of people would like be like, did you hurt yourself, or like what's going on? You're like severely limping. And sometimes I want to be like, yeah, I got beat up last night. So I got into a fight last night. I don't know what to tell you. It was a bar fight. No, and then I have to explain to them like, um I'm really tired right now and I can't hide my limp right now. Sorry. I have
Yeah.
I have a I have a limp. Luckily my surgery got it down to 5 millimeters.
I was about to ask
5
that
millimeter
surgery.
5 millimeter difference. But my one sister was like, yeah, but that's still a difference. Like it's still not even, you know?
Yeah.
It was an inch and a half before. That's crazy. So I lived with
Wow.
that my whole life, an inch and a half. And yeah,
Wow.
it didn't start like the whole hip thing. Obviously there were issues when I was born, but
Yeah.
after that everything was pretty okay until I hit puberty, and the limp started showing up. And I guess the left leg, since it didn't have cartilage in it,
Yeah.
obviously it was just never going to be like the same length as the right leg.
Yeah.
But yeah, but now I can put inserts in my shoe. I make sure to wear really comfy shoes, but even if I do have like proper shoes, I still get like shooting pain on the sides of my feet, like both
Right.
feet. I don't know why. I'm going to see a podiatrist too soon. And hopefully they can maybe help me figure out a way to tackle the feet pain. But then everything else with like the hip is its own thing. I can't even get another surgery, so I'm kind of, I mean, I could get like a really intrusive surgery done, but at this point, there's not much I can do. I just kind of have to adapt and get used to it, which you said that you're not at that level of acceptance yet, but I am, because I've been
Yeah.
living with this, like, I mean, you know how it is living with it your whole
Yeah.
life. Um but my thing is like, I'm just gonna do my due diligence to like maneuver around it, see what I can do pain
Yeah.
wise. I don't want to be on pills. Um, and I don't take anything like crazy right now. I just take like meloxicam, which they said is like a higher dose of what's it called? Oh my god. Ibuprofen? Yeah. Sorry,
Oh,
I had a
okay.
brain fart.
Yeah,
It's like a
yeah.
higher dose of ibuprofen, but it seems to be helping. And if I have something like major to do, aka leave the house,
Yeah.
I'll take two. I'll take two of
Okay.
them. And that seems to help. But it just sucks because I really can't stand for that long. It really sucks because I wanna stand.
Mhm. Mhm.
I do. But like, and then, oh my god, I don't know how I'm going off on a tangent here, but then
No.
now I'm even more scared because of what happened. I think I told you and Erica how I just collapsed and fainted.
Yes.
Like, is that gonna happen again? Like, so what if I'm like, trying to live life and get outside and go do stuff, and then like my body just gives out again, like, and what's so weird is before that I started taking little walks, I was exercising,
Mhm.
and I was feeling better. I really was. I was in a really good situation, like I was at peace, I was feeling good. And then one day I woke up and I can't fucking use my leg, Tabitha.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then and I was working too, and coincidentally I fainted right when I was on my break. So I guess kudos to me for waiting to be off the clock.
Yeah. You really
But
your
but yeah,
body was a real one.
but you really have to listen to your body, and
Yeah.
able bodies, they don't have to think about this stuff. They can just
No.
go. They can just go to Target. They can just go to Cabo. Like, they
Yeah.
can just go. People like us, we have to severely think, like, I mean, I think you do. Like, you have to
Yeah.
like kind of like plan ahead, and it's like,
Mhm.
okay, so if this happens or that happens, or it's just
Yeah.
it can be a lot. But
Yeah, it is.
how are how are you with all of that? Like, you do more than like more. You go to the work parties. I haven't
I
been to
do.
one.
I do.
I've not
I
been.
so for any listeners to kind of give an explanation for me, I am physically disabled. I have I'm an amputee. My right leg was amputated when I was a baby, and I was born with like a fuck ton of issues. Like it was
Yeah.
like imagine a baby got scrambled in the womb and then got born. No, I'm kidding. I shouldn't say it like
Hmm.
that. It wasn't that bad. But it was like
No, I feel
basically
ya. That's like the
what they
same thing.
what basically happened. I don't have a term for my disability. I don't have a name for it. It's just basically I did not develop properly in the printer. Is the way to kind of say it. So I have very I was born with like very serious scoliosis, um, to where I was like, imagine like the letter C, that was me. And
And
I
but you don't let it get you down. You still
not
go
no
places.
I had a so my beginning was very tumultuous and turbulent. So basically,
Yeah.
the reason why I had my leg amputated was because I was missing the main bone in my right leg, which I believe is your tibia or your fibia,
The
but I
main
think it's the
bone?
tibia. Yes, the main
God.
bone of your leg. Yeah, so I was missing that. So I'm amputated above knee, like just above the knee, on my right
Right.
leg. And so I still have like what I call my stump, like my half leg, but it's right above the knee. All of my internal organs are on the left side of my body, except for my heart and my lungs are in the center, but everything else is on the left side. Kidney, spleen, appendix, all of it was on the left side. And I had severe scoliosis, and hips are weird. My left leg that was developed, it doesn't extend all the way. There's something weird with the knee. And on what's a cool little fun fact is on my right leg, before it was amputated, I had 8 toes. I had 8 toes on that foot, and
well, goddamn, Tabby.
I know. And so when I was born, I had 13 toes. I consider 13 my lucky number.
What'd you need all those extra toesies for, huh?
I know. And another, you know what's really weird? So I had 13 toes. 13 was the year I was, when I turned 13 was when I stopped getting my yearly surgeries, which is weird. And I got my leg amputated on September 13th. That is 2 days after 9/11 happened. Like 2 days after the actual 9/11 happened, I had my leg amputated.
Whoa. Okay, yeah. That's definitely your number. That's your number right there.
13 is I consider 13 my number. It's followed me around.
We should look up what your life path number is. I'll do that for you too.
If that says 13, I will shit myself. I'm kidding. No, but
me too.
But so I had I was born and I was not able to have a I when I was younger I tried physical therapy with prosthetic legs and things like that, but my hips are fused together, so they, like, when you're walking, your hips kind of like move left and right, up and down. My hips don't do that. The bones are all fused together with the spine, and it basically, I cannot move like 1 foot forward. I can't do that. If anything, I'd be like slinging my amputated, or I should say, I would be slinging my prosthetic leg around in order to even have it be forward in front of me, and then it would just be it was very uncomfortable. So I kind of made the decision of, my mom made the decision when we were younger just to kind of stop physical therapy for prosthetics, because I also still have my half leg, and there's still a bone in that half leg, and it's very uncomfortable sitting on this bone for hours, or I should say standing on that bone for hours. So when I was born, I had to get a what's called a Veptor rod. It's VEPTR. It's a titanium metal rod that basically got attached to my rib cage, and it very slowly over time expanded or I should say straightened my back. I still do have scoliosis. I still have, it's very clear, you can clearly see my spine is very much curved, but it actually allowed me to finally be able to breathe on my own. I used to have inhalers growing up. My lungs were very much compressed at the time. I still have a compressed lung, but it's not as bad. I don't have to have inhalers. I may in the future have to go back to inhalers, though. We'll see. But anyway, so that Veptor surgery, that actually saved my life. Fun fact about me, I swear I'm not actually that cool, but I kind of like telling the story because I do feel a little bit cool. Not only did I get my leg amputated 2 days after 9/11, but the doctor that did my Veptor procedure, he flew in from Texas to Philadelphia in order to proceed to help perform the surgery. And I was the very first patient at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia back in 2000 I think, or 2001, something like that, that I was the first patient to ever get this Veptor procedure done.
Oh my God.
Pretty cool.
That's so cool. And it saved your life.
It did. I wouldn't,
wow.
I was given an hour. To live. And it saved my life. And so I had to get daily surgeries. I've had at least over 20 surgeries at this point. And every year I had to get a back surgery where they expanded the rod a little bit at a time as I was growing. But at 13, we stopped. I am the size of a 13-year-old, to say the least. I stopped growing.
Little baby.
So I'm a
You're
little
just a
baby.
little baby.
Just a little guy. And yeah, so I had to navigate with like having one leg, and I went through multiple of equipment versus wheelchairs. I've unfortunately had a very uncomfortable time where in elementary school I was in a stroller, which was god awful, terrible experience, 0 out of 10. Hated that shit, and I cringe every time I see any photos of me in a fucking stroller. I just can't. I cringe very hard at that shit. And then eventually, as I got older, I started using this weird seat. It's like a little. If anybody ever looks it up, it's called a crocodile.
It's so cool.
Yeah, I think it's called like a crocodile handicap thing. Hold up, crocodile walker for adults is that's what I use. And I just sit on the seat and I zip around and everything like that, and that's given me a whole bunch of independence. I am at an age though now where I start to notice that my body, it is still physically taxing to move yourself with one foot around everywhere. And again, I still have a compressed lung. I do get winded and things like that, but I've had to go through a lot. Like I fully understand. I went to a public school, and I wasn't the only handicapped kid at school, but I was the only physically handicapped like kid in my class. Like I didn't have to go to any special ed classes or anything like that. I didn't have. That's another reason why I kind of struggled with connecting with people, because I wanted more disabled friends, but a lot of the kids that were at my school, they were also mentally disabled, and they were younger than me, and it was really hard trying to sometimes, I still talk with them, but it's sometimes hard having deeper connections if, they just might not fully understand, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so being the only kid in wheels at school, I should say, during class and lunchroom, it definitely had its challenges for sure. I had to have a person, like an aide, if you will, follow me around throughout the whole school, which when I was in middle school, it was okay. I had the same lady that followed me around for 4 years, from from 5th to 8th grade. From 4th grade to 8th grade's middle school. Yeah. So, she was great. Her name was Miss Kathy. I loved her dearly. I hope she's doing well. I don't even know if she's still alive, to be honest with you, because she was kind of old. I'm hoping she's still alive. And, but when I got to high school, oh God, Lisa, that shit was a 180. High school was God. I think 9th grade was definitely one of the worst years of my life when it comes to socially wise and like school wise. Oh God, it was terrible. I had to get a different, we call them personal care aides. I had a different personal care aide, a PCA, every year, and they got progressed. They were like horrible until my very last senior year. It was like the best woman ever. Oh God. Okay.
Horrible?
There was a lady that would bully other children. She would make fun of this poor boy that unfortunately he had really bad, he smelled really bad, but I don't think it was his fault. I think it was neglect from his home, and it broke my heart. I wanted to be best friends with this guy. I thought he was so cute as well. I had a little crush on him, and he was so cute. But I remember I'm not kidding you. I am not exaggerating. Okay? She would walk by him and audibly go and hold her breath while she walked by him. She even broke out Febreze and would spray the air and sometimes spray him.
Why was she working there?
She's not. She's no longer working there. But again, I was only 14 years old at this point. I was petrified to stand up. And I was definitely a different person when I was in high school. I didn't want to be seen. I didn't want to be acknowledged. I just wanted to truly wholeheartedly be invisible. That's all I wanted at the time when I was in high school. So when she was doing shit like that, everyone like turned to look at me cuz like they know who she's with. Oh god, it was bad. So I had her for 1 year. The next year, this lady, her name was Chastity, and she
You're dropping names and everything.
I know, right? But I don't care. I don't fucking care. But we'll bleep it out. I don't care. Anyways, but she
Wait till I find you.
so she would walk directly directly behind me, like on my back like on my wheels. And anytime I even stopped for like a millisecond, like if somebody walked in front of me, she would hit me cuz she was walking that close to me and like breathing down my neck. And we never spoke. I tried having conversation with her, but like it was so awkward. She would just, I don't know how to explain it. It was the most awkwardest thing. I can talk. I can carry a conversation. Clearly, I can carry a conversation.
Obviously.
But oh my god, Lisa, it was so bad. And then there was this really uncomfortable time where she was hardcore, I mean hardcore, flirting with one of the teachers, and he was flirting back, and he's married and she's married, and it was so gross. I remember being like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna throw up. Like they were just blatantly saying like innuendos. They were like saying innuendos to each other. Like it was that bad. And in front of me, at this point now a 15-year-old. Oh my god, it was just, and there were so many other things like oh god, there's a lot. But you know what I've learned though? One thing I will say, I have so many stories. I truly do. I have a lot of stories. I have a lot of experiences. Back to my question of like, what's the craziest thing someone said to you? I literally had a guy who this is where I have to say, like, you have to be careful of who you talk to. Let's say you have interest in dating wise, you do have to be careful in some ways because people are crazy. I talked to this guy. I met him on the internet. He was like a friend of a friend and things like that. We were in a group together on Discord and whatnot. And I remember this is my very first time ever speaking to this man. We end up going on a whole conversation, talking back and forth. He's got no idea I'm disabled. And we're just talking. And I don't even remember. He said that he's like, oh, I love hiking. I used to be like a wilderness retreat person. You would totally. You would totally love this job. Like, oh my god, if you love nature, like, oh Tabitha, you should, honestly, you're in PA. Yeah, you said you're in PA. You should go down to this national park, and be a ranger. They're actually hiring. So he's going down like that. All good intentions. I'm not complaining about that. He's got no idea. So I tell him, I'm like, I love that. That job's cool. That's amazing. But I will let you know, probably not gonna happen. I'm disabled. Drop the bomb, right? I drop the big old dun dun dun, right? And so he then switched the conversation. He's like he's clearly all of a sudden very fascinated about me and everything that has to do with my autonomy and my body, I guess. Fine, cool, whatever. Mm-hmm. People got questions. All right. So then I think he was trying to sound deep. Like, oh, I'm gonna have a deep philosophical question when I ask this. But he definitely didn't ask it the right way. He said, and let me think so I can make sure I remember how it was worded. He said, do you feel that your life has any meaning to it since you're disabled?
What the fuck?
He said, yeah, do you think that your life has any meaning to it since you are severely disabled? And then he said, do you think, and then he said, do you feel like you're held back in life with the rest of us because you're disabled?
The rest of us?
And then he said something like that. And then he was like, he said something like, do you feel like, he asked me, like, it was a series of questions, and he was like, do you think that you can still experience, like, do you still experience joy um while being disabled. He asked this shit and I was like, dog,
What an idiot.
what? Like, my guy, what?
Do Pringles still exist? Yeah, I think I'm enjoying life.
I said to him,
Marcus.
I was like, yeah, like just because I'm handicapped doesn't mean I don't view meaning or joy in my life, bro. I'm not just like, what on earth is that question? And I remember I was so like mad. It was really ignorant, and that was one of the most appalling questions. And I've even been asked, hey, what's in your pants? Okay, I even got asked that, and this guy's question topped that.
Joe.
No, but like,
What's
this guy's question topped that shit. Like, it's insane. It's insane. And it made me like go down this whole rabbit hole of like, bro, yeah, I have joy and meaning, and I do have a lot of life experience. I probably have a lot more life experience than that guy even ever has. Like,
exactly.
It's
like,
insane.
do you know who she is? Do you guys know who she is? She's running the company, basically.
I'm running the company. And but yeah, but one thing I've learned though, wholeheartedly, is that if there's anything that I am so appreciative of being disabled, is that I have gained, or I did not gain it. No, I was born with a deep sense of empathy that nobody will be able to compare, because it's like, no, like I was born with this deep sense of empathy because I started from a very turbulent, basically almost died since day one, and I hate sound like oh, all my life I had to fight kind of woman, but like low key, all my life I had to fight to get to here.
That's it right there. That's almost, don't get me wrong, like, how do I word this? That's like almost like the silver lining, because you are going to gain so much knowledge that other people have no idea about. You're going to gain so much empathy that people can't even fathom. You're going to, you probably know so much like research about different, coping mechanisms. You have so much knowledge probably, obviously, on your ailments. You know, you could help other people probably, because of your own knowledge. And then like that, what you just said, I mean, the whole empathy thing, it's a whole different thing, by the perfectly abled people, if there is a perfectly abled person. I don't know. But
definitely not perfect, but yeah.
But compared to like what they know about life, they don't know this other side of life, which is like the handicapped, disabled, or just even just people who have tribulations, physically challenged,
or mentally challenged, I should say.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because we can definitely include people who struggle mentally, or people who do have learning disabilities. They like people with autism. I mean, there's you said earlier, like, disability is not one fits all. It's a very, 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 very broad spectrum. There's so many different disabilities, handicaps. There's just so much, and that's why you can't just look at someone and say, oh, they're not disabled, or they're not handicapped, or they're not going through anything. One thing I hate is I read like this one thing where it said like, you don't look like what you go through. Like, some people have said that to me, like they're just like shocked when if I open up to them about stuff that I've gone through, and they're just like I would have never guessed. And it's like, what does that even mean? I mean, what am I supposed to let it like control me or bring me down? Or like what?
I've always
And I
been
feel
like
like
with this mentality of like, bro, I didn't have a choice. It's either die or
exactly.
keep going. Like, what do you
Yeah.
want me to do? Like, I didn't have
And you
many
know what?
options here.
And I just feel like, you know, people with disabilities, in any way, shape, or form, I feel like they're so strong. They really
Oh yeah.
are. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
sound like cliche or anything, but the things that they have to go through and still have a smile on their face, or are
Mhm.
still like becoming like the go-to person at work,
Yeah.
or, you know, coaching people at work, my girl. You know,
Yeah.
like, it's inspiring, the things that people can do, even if they have a lot going on, or even
Yeah.
if they have, you know, disabilities. I feel like
Mhm.
I want to say it like another word than disability, just, you know, handicaps. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. It's a
It
very
is.
interesting topic, I think, and I don't think it's talked about enough.
No.
And I know my situation is not as bad as a lot of people. Definitely not as bad as you or other people that I
I
know.
don't
Like,
agree.
there
I
are
don't like
people who have
comparing
it worse.
apples to oranges, though. I don't like comparing apples to oranges with
And
disability because it's like I
I
have
don't,
no idea what it's like to not being. First of all, let's be
yeah,
real.
that
I
was,
don't know what it's like to struggle with running and then have that
yeah,
embarrassment or like weird awkwardness in front of people. Of like they looked at me,
yeah.
they already knew my ass wasn't running, but you
And that
know,
was
like
my point. Yeah, that was my point. And Tabitha, I actually hate that concept too, because no, like, I don't know, you don't know,
true,
and
true,
something that you think might not affect you that much, it 100% will affect somebody else in a totally different manner,
yeah,
totally different way. Um, Maybe, I don't know. It's just, that was my point, and it's so funny that you kind of like said what I was thinking, because
yeah,
it's that's something that people, I feel like, don't consider. Like, you know, everybody's upbringing,
yeah,
their values, their will, their determination, their confidence, it's different in everybody. And I feel like when you have certain ailments or issues, you know, you have to get to a certain point where you gain these things for yourself. You figure out a way to get confidence. You figure out a way
mhm,
where you can shine, where you can bloom, where you can fit in, sadly, like where you can fit
yeah,
in. I know there aren't certain people that I would hang out with, just because, like, I know wouldn't really be able to do like what they do. Like, I'm not gonna like befriend a group of hikers, you know?
yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah.
mind being friends with somebody who hikes, but
Right.
please don't ask me to go
See,
hiking,
no.
because
See,
I
this is
don't
what
know
this
what
is.
will happen.
No, 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 no. It's all about perspective. This is what you do. You befriend a bunch of really buff hikers, and you say, "Boys, carry me. Thank you very much," and they'll carry you up that fucking mountain. Okay,
Carry
that's
your
it.
queen right
Yes,
now.
I've learned. I'm actually genuinely. I
Also,
actually.
spritz me with water.
I honestly, I think I'm gonna say I disagree. I think that because I've started to learn that I'm going to befriend people that accept me for my capability of what I'm able to offer, and true, honest people, good friends, relationships, partners. That they're not catering, or they're not burdened by you. They want you to be there, so they will do
That's
things
my
to
problem.
put you into it. My best
I don't
friend,
like being a burden.
but that's the thing. It's not a burden though. It's not, because to them, to people who genuinely care about you, it's not a burden. My best friend, she will carry me across a fucking beach so that I can get to the water. Like, she will
Oh
make
my
sure to
gosh.
get people. Like, she hasn't actually physically done it, but she did. Like, she offered to, and I was like, no, don't do it. But I know she can physically do
The
it.
thought.
But my
Yeah.
point is, she ended up like reaching out to like this one guy who had his truck. She's like, "Hey, can you drive my friend across this beach? We're trying to get her to the water," and he did it. Like, she didn't give two damn shits. For when it comes to like, I can't drink a lot of alcohol because I only have one kidney. I don't like working like with a lot of alcohol. She'll make sure, she's like, "Hey, by the way, this my friend wants a drink. Make sure you make that shit light. Actually, let me watch you make the drink." And like, she does stuff like that. Like, she has never once, like, she carries all of my bags, she carries my walker, she'll carry me if she fucking, like, if I honestly ask her to at this point. Like, she has done so much. And the thing is that it's all about the people that you surround yourself with and the energy that you bring in. That's really what it's about, because I will not tolerate a single person that will be like, "Oh, Tab, you're going down this road too slow," or "Oh, okay, you're gonna get pissed off that I need to take multiple breaks. Okay, that you're not the person for me then, because like, that's not my fault and not my problem."
I need to
right?
reevaluate a lot.
Yes, you do.
I mean, I know my family. I know my family would definitely, they wouldn't mind, absolutely.
And there are people that will absolutely do that.
When it comes to like friends and like relationships, like, I definitely like get weary, because my ailments have affected like people in the past. Like I said earlier, like, I would have to decline things because it's just too much. And like, I know I had some friends that just didn't understand what I was going through. And I think, you know, if I maybe would have surrounded myself with better friends, I would maybe look at it differently. But I've been on that side of things where, a lot actually, where they just don't understand that, like, hey, I can't go hiking with you. I'm
Right.
sorry. I keep bringing up hiking because it's happened so many times. And then I've gone hiking, Tabitha. I did twice, maybe 3 times. And it was awful. And this was before my surgeries too. So
Ugh.
like, I absolutely can't go hiking now unless I had somebody who didn't mind stopping frequently and would help me get over like a big rock, or help me figure out a way to maneuver correctly, because one wrong move and I'm donezo. So
I can wholeheartedly, with at the very bottom, genuinely of my fucking heart, I'm being so serious, there are people in your life or near your location, I can promise you, they exist. They do. There are people that will wait for you 15 minutes to a whole fucking 3 hours, if that meant that you get to experience the thing that they want to experience with you. That's something that I struggled with for a long time, especially like in my teens, to learn about, because I always felt like the weird one out. I always felt like I was holding people back. Trust me, I know, I get it. But I've also learned, especially, and again, this is just my one friend, Maddie. Like, shout out Maddie, I love you. I definitely, I can definitely promise you that, like, it's the right people. They will wait. They will. And it's not a burden to them. It's not tiring to them. It's none of that. They're like, yeah, take your time. I'm here. What the fuck am I rushing for? Right? Because at the end of the day, they want to be around you.
Like I said, like, I know my family, like, 100%, like, they would definitely accommodate me. They would definitely, like, be there for me, because, like, all my other sisters have freaking ailments too. You know what I mean? So we're all struggling over here. But, and I think my main problem is like, and this is a me problem, I don't know how to communicate to people as well, because I don't want to, like, be, and I will get better with this. I'm in therapy.
I don't want to be a nuisance. I don't want to be.
I'm terrified. I'm terrified of
Yeah.
being looked at the girl who complains. I'm terrified of looking at like being cuz I've had people in my life before and they're just like all you
Right.
do is complain and I'm just like I don't know what else to do, bro. I'm in pain.
But if you think
This
about it,
Tylenol isn't working. I don't know
but
what
if
to
you
do.
but if you think about it, change this perspective for a second. You're I'm going to use the word complaining, but I don't like that word, but we'll just use it for this case since you used it, right? But if you are complaining, you're vocalizing that you're uncomfortable and whatever this a moment that you're in right now, it sucks and you're trying to do this thing, but you can't because you're uncomfortable and this just I'm in pain, it sucks, right? If you vocalize before the pain begins, during, after, if you just say, "Hey, I need some assistance with this. Hey, I need some assistance. I need a break." You'll notice that it gets easier on your own body. It gets easier on your mental state when you start vocalizing more. You can ask anybody that knows me. I was very proud. Despite me wanting to be invisible growing up, I was very proud of like, no, I can fucking do this myself. No, get out of my way, I can do it myself. Nope, get out of my way. Move, I'm going to do it. If I have to do this with on my hands and freaking knee, no pun intended, but my knee, and do this myself, I'm going to do that. I don't care if I exhaust my body until I am absolutely exhausted, wanting to throw up. I'm going to do this thing, and I don't want anybody to get in my way, right? Well, I started realizing, there were people in my life that were like, hey, can I hold this door open for you? And I was like, no, move out of my way. I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can I grab that? No, get out of my way. Thank you. I got this. Thank you very much. I can do it. If you can do it, I can do it. Thank you. And I had this mentality. I kept doing that over and over and over and over and over and over again. I was becoming physically exhausted. I was getting so angry. I started hating my body. I was getting mad at like, why can't I do this? God, why is this so annoying? Why can't I do this? Why is this taking me so long to get this done? Get out of my way. No, I don't need help. No, I don't need help, right? And I kept doing that shit. And I was too proud to admit that I was struggling. I was too proud to admit that I was uncomfortable. I was in pain. I kept saying no to things, right? You start pushing people away, in a sense. You start getting more hard on your own body. And it's just becoming a deeper and deeper hole of this, I can do this all by myself and I don't need anybody. I don't want anybody. I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to be any of this. I don't want you to look at me differently. I don't want you to see me weak. I don't want you to see all of that stuff, right? And I started asking for help. Or I started, not even, actually, I didn't even start asking when somebody said, hey, can I grab this for you? You know what? Yeah, you can. Thank you. And then I'd take it and I'd go and I'd be like, appreciate you. And I keep going about my day. Some person wants to hold the door open for me. All right, yep, thank you. Big appreciation. Keep going on my way. And I started noticing, I'm like, damn, this shit. Like, as time goes on, I was like, wow, I'm actually comfortable again. I'm comfortable in my chair. My body doesn't hurt me anymore. Or at least, like, not as severely. And I started being like, okay. I don't view myself, I'm not going to view myself as less than. Hey, if you're offering to help, fuck yeah, go on, open that door for me. Thanks, big preach, love that for you. Like, I'm at this point now where I'm like, oh yeah, do stuff for me, that's fine. Because at this point, I've done so much. At this point, I know that I'm not lazy. I know that I'm not weak. You know you're not lazy. You know you're not lazy. You know you're not weak. You know all of the stuff that you've been through. You know all the stuff that you've put your body through just for the sake of appeasing others, right? Now it's time to be like, hey, no, I'm going to take the breaks now. And if you want to be in my life, if you want to be my friend, let's go do stuff. But I'm going to have to carry the pace. And guess what? A good person, this is a tough pill to swallow, but a good person and a good friend would not even think twice about accommodating for you. Not even twice. Not even a millisecond. They wouldn't even second guess it. So I really think you got to do some reevaluating with some of the people that like you might be surrounded with at times, or make friends that will that like the good people, because they are out there. I
Well,
can 100% promise you.
luckily, I don't have those people in my life anymore.
Good.
Like, because some of them were like boyfriends. A couple of them were girlfriends, like friends.
Yeah.
Um, and they're definitely not in my life anymore.
Good.
The thing is, like right now, I really just have like my family.
Yeah.
But I love them. They're all so cool, like a lot
Yeah.
cooler than me, man. And they're also accommodating because they get it, they understand it.
Yeah.
And then as far as friends go, I just like my best friend lives out of state, so we
Yeah.
don't get to see each other, and it's hard to try to coordinate a
I get that.
get off work and all that. But yeah, I know she would
I
totally be like
also
accommodating. And I think like, she wouldn't like suggest something like wild that like she
yeah,
knows
let's
I
go
can't do,
skydiving.
because that's just being kind of like ignorant. I mean, and then
Yes.
obviously that's not a real friend if they're like suggesting
Yes.
like something that they know that you probably
Yes.
can do, but it's just of all the things that we could do, you
Mhm.
know
I also
um
know what it is to
and
like not have a lot of friends as well, like around you. Like I know
don't get me,
exactly.
I don't like people, really.
I think you
I
do.
I don't. Stop
I think
calling
you
me out,
I think
Kayla.
you I think you like people. I just think that you're scared to be around people cuz you don't want to be weird, you don't want to make the whole room awkward, you don't want to kill the vibe, like stuff like that. I think you like people more than you say.
Probably because
Yeah,
I
I'm
wouldn't want
reading
to.
you.
I wouldn't be doing this podcast and trying to connect with
Yeah,
people. I want to
exactly.
help
I'm
people
like,
though. What's so funny is, why is it and I talk about this with my therapist. It's like, why am I able to help people but I don't let other people help me? Like, make it make
mm-hmm.
sense. Like, I should be verbalizing things. Like, you just blew my mind. You should probably be like a therapist.
It's
um
self worth.
like,
It's self worth.
you're
We don't think that we
don't
deserve help. We don't. We don't think that we deserve help. We don't
I
think that we
so
should ask for anything, because like
yeah.
no, that would be greedy. I'm a greedy morsel. No, you're not.
Yes,
You're a person.
I've been that way like forever. And then
Mm-hmm.
but in the same breath, I can't really get mad at people if I'm not communicating
That
my
is very
needs.
true. Yep.
But it's
I had to
like,
learn that.
how
I'm
do
still learning that as well, especially with like,
it's hard.
I shouldn't say relationship, but like I did have an experience where it was like, it wasn't a relationship. I guess you can call it a situationship, and I
Mm.
realized that like I needed to vocalize like, hey, I want this is what wait hey, and like I get it.
What
If you
the
don't
thing? Give it to
vocalize
me.
if you don't vocalize what you want, what you need, what you're asking for, what you're feeling, people are not
Mm-hmm.
mind readers. As much as I wish they were, and I sometimes side eye, and I'm like, you gotta be a mind reader because I'm a mind reader, so you have to be one. But no, unfortunately, they're not mind readers. It sucks.
Wait, are you a mind reader?
No, I'm only being joke. I'm only being sarcastic.
No, cause like, for real. Okay, let me tell you this story real quick. Um, I met somebody in California. I lived in California very briefly. I drove across
hmm
country with my dad, and moved in with like my one sister for a little bit. And I met like a family friend to kind of like, just to have like somebody
Yeah.
that I know there.
hmm
And he told me that he was a mind reader, and I like went silent the rest of the conversation. I'm like, what the I'm like, and a million intrusive thoughts started like rushing through my head, like my mind, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here now. I don't want
That is
anybody
so.
reading my mind.
What if he just said that just to make you fucking confused, and then like he was hoping that you were gonna
Knowing my
inquire
luck,
more?
like, can you tell me more about your little mind
Yeah.
reading? Like, And why did you have to start with that?
He
Like,
probably like had a joke in mind, and you just like went silent, and he was like, "Well, all right, good talk, I guess." Like, that's really funny.
he was definitely serious. Like, he said it with like very matter of factly. Like, I'm
Yeah.
a mind reader. I'm like, great.
I'm a mind reader.
Where's my coffee? And I'm gonna go.
That's kind of crazy that like somebody tells you that they're a mind reader, and you don't ask the ye old question of what am I thinking about right now. Like, that's crazy.
I didn't want to unlock something that I wasn't ready for him to share with the class.
You're like, I don't want to go down this path.
So how long have you been having this trauma? How did you
How
know
long?
that?
How long you been reading people's minds, you little sick fuck? How long have you been doing this, you psycho? God, that's so funny. Oh man, see, I would just purposely start thinking about the worst thing possible, like something that
You
just
see,
makes it like god awful.
when somebody tells you that they're a mind reader, you'd be surprised what magically pops into your head, and you're like, get out of there. Like, stop thinking that. He's gonna know.
That's so funny.
So-
I would hate to be a
situations-
mind reader. Like, it'd be cool for like a
Those
day.
sound awful. I can barely handle my mind. No, thank you.
No, I think it'd be cool for like a solid hour. Actually, it'd be cool for an hour, and then after
Maybe
that,
30.
like
30
I'd be, yeah. Then it would just be so terrible. I don't want to know I don't want to know what anybody's thinking. I don't want to know any of that shit. I'm good.
The less I know, the better.
Literally, I overthink nowadays as it is, and I'm constantly looking at a person and being like, "What do you think of me? What do you think of me? What am I to you?" And then like, I don't want the answer. Like I don't want to sit there staring. I don't want to sit there staring deeply into a person's eyes of like, what am I to you? And they're just over here thinking about like demolishing a pepperoni pizza after work or something. Like, that's all that's going through their head, and I'm over here like, what am I?
No, thank you. Mm-mm. No, we're good over here for that.
Oh my god, I can only
No, thank
imagine. That'd be terrible. What if you had to choose a superpower though? What would it be?
Mm. Oh man. Oh my god, I've thought about this question before, and
I feel like everybody
thought of
has,
the
and they always
answer.
forget.
Yeah, I forget. I think flying would be phenomenal.
That would be pretty chill. I think for me, I would like to do teleportation. Like,
Yeah, or that. That's amazing.
willingly teleport, cuz like that'd be so sick. I could just be anywhere where I got to go. Like, hell yeah. Love that for me.
You would literally not have to worry about anything.
Flying, I would like flying, but the only thing is like it would be annoying of like, okay, I get to fly everywhere, but like if I just did my hair, now I'm flying in the wind, my hair is fucked up, or if like I'm basically a human airplane.
Howard.
If I hit a bird or if I hit a plane, like what
I thought about that. I know, like, what do you do if, like, a bird, like, what do you do? Like, do you get out of his way, or do they get out of your way? Like, who's gonna get out of the way
Invisibility would be
first?
sick too. I would like to be invisible as well. That'd be kind of sick because I don't know what I'm gonna do with invisibility. I might just like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna commit many. If I was to have invisibility, I'm not doing this shit for good. I'm going to be robbing several banks. Like, I'm sorry, but I will be using it for evil. I'm so sorry.
We are being recorded now, so the next robbery that happens, they're gonna be like, "Is it that invisible mind reading girl from that podcast?"
Yeah, I forgot we're recording. I'm just kidding. Police, I would never rob a bank. I would never do that. I'm a good noodle. I literally said I'm disabled and have one leg. How the fuck am I robbing a bank? Like, fuck you and your lawyer.
What does that? You can't prove shit.
That's so funny.
That's funny. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Tabitha, how long have we been recording?
Whew, it's been a solid 2 hours and 6 minutes, baby. Shoo! 2 hours and 6 minutes.
Okay. How about we wrap it up?
Yup, probably.
But we can close it out. This was good. And, like, we can always bring this topic back up again. And I think, like, now that we got, like, some things out of the way and, you know, started the discussion, maybe we can take notes for the next time that we're on, or on a different episode, and talk about it more. Because just like my healing and spirituality one, I have a lot more to say about that, and I'm definitely gonna bring that topic up again. So don't be scared to bring up the same topic that we might have discussed, because I'm sure between the both of us we can really, like, dig in deeper. But, and I did want to say, like, we can obviously keep doing this whenever you're free, and we'll definitely have other topics too, because, like, we're like the same person. Like, we can talk about different things. We have different experiences in different the things and the things. But yeah, this is very good, and I appreciate you opening up and sharing, you know, your story, your experiences. I really think it's a great topic, and it's really not talked about a lot. And, you know, I hope anyone who is struggling with anything really, that they have people to talk to and can maybe relate as well to this episode. And yeah, I appreciate it. I really do. I love, and this is exactly what I want for this podcast. You know, we just pick a couple topics and we just go with it, and look at how much stuff that we've talked about. I think it's great. And, you know, everyone says that I need a niche, you know? I don't want one. I don't want a niche. I want to talk about everything and anything. So keep that in mind for our next episode. We can legit, nothing's off limits. We can talk about anything. I mean, maybe not, like, disgusting stuff.
Preferably, like, not nasty. I ain't going into the nasties, but I appreciate you having me on here again. You know, I love yapping.
Sure.
And I do, like, trust me when I say it, I got so many stories and, like, even life lessons that I've learned just from...
You're very wise.
Apparently. I don't feel it, but, like, I have been told that before, ironically, and it's definitely something that, like, I got a lot of experience, a lot of stories and whatnot. I like to consider myself a little storyteller. What can I say? It's why I'm a DM. That's why I'm a DM, because I tell stories. But it's nice to talk about it, though. I like having, like, other people's perspectives and to kind of vocalize stuff of, like, maybe if you're listening and you don't know anybody that's disabled, or you do know somebody but you just don't know them very well, I hope that some things can kind of give insight of, like, what that person might also be going through or thinking about and things like that. So yeah, it was nice. It was a good time. I had a good old time.
Yeah. You're not alone. Remember that. You're not alone.
Hell yeah.
And I'm definitely going to work on communicating better, and basically it's almost like when you set boundaries, you can kind of see who's who and what's what. So I think once I start communicating better with people, I'll really know who my people are, and
I can promise you will.
Shouldn't be scared. Absolutely, you should not be scared of, you know, expressing your needs, your wants. Especially if somebody is your friend, and I love that.
This is your first time living. This is your first time being on this earth. You are allowed and are deserving and are entitled to experience things that you want to experience in your life. And the people that you surround yourself will help push you towards experiencing those experiences in your life. Period.
Boom. Period. You heard her. Period.
Yes, ma'am.
Period. Put a period on it. Yes. I love it. And I love you. You
I
are
love you
so
too.
adorable. You are sunshine.
Oh,
And I
stop
think
it.
I did want to say I feel like people who, especially like from birth and on, like have gone
Mm-hmm.
through things like like it began at birth, okay? I feel like we have I feel this sounds. I am like I am so cheesy and cliche all the time, but I don't care. Cliches work. I feel like we have a bigger purpose, and I feel like
Yeah.
we have, everybody has a purpose. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like, you know, we're here to do something great. And look at you. You're on top of the world at work. I love it.
I'm really.
You are.
She hypes me up. She definitely hypes me up. I'm
Well,
just
you
doing
hype
my
me up
thing.
too.
You are, if I say, you're like the backbone of our job. Are you kidding me? Like, we wouldn't be able to function without your ass doing half of your job, let alone all of what you do. Like
I
genuinely,
try.
yes, you are. And also, work aside, you are a very bright person, and just, you have a very sunny disposition in general.
That's the first time I've ever heard that, but thank you.
Yes, and you do, and I think that your intentions are very good, if that makes sense. A
Oh
lot of
my
people can say
god.
things, but you do have
Oh,
very good intentions with things, and you think a lot about stuff, and I
thank
think that
you.
I think it's a good thing though. But I just, I see you in me at times, if that makes sense. Like, I see,
Me
uh
too.
I do see things where I'm like, there's
It's that
definitely
Leo.
similarities, definitely similarities for sure. So,
Uncle
but
Joe,
yeah,
it's the Leo.
it's the Leo, it's the Leo in us. What can we say?
It's that Leo. Well, thank you, Tabitha. You are quite the delight. We are just two delightful little lasses. We really
Thank
are.
you for having Lady Tab on your podcast again. I appreciate it. Lady Tab's gonna
Lady
be
Tab,
eating
P
a bunch of
Money.
bunch of Pringles when I get done this, because I've been fucking these up this whole time. I ain't gonna lie.
Right, right. No, you enjoy those Pringles, girl. You deserve it.
Well, I appreciate your time. How are you gonna close out our session?
I'm just gonna hang up. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you all for listening. It was a pleasure having Lady Tabitha, first of her name, again on this
Mm-hmm.
episode of Lovely Banter with Lisa.
Whoop whoop whoop.
Love it. You have a great night. Great night,
I hope
everybody.
you all enjoy your day as well. Your morning, your noon, and your evening. I hope you enjoy all of it.
Huzzah. Huzzah. Yeah.
Huzzah!
There you go.
I stop recording now. Ending recording.